child education planning, how much money do we really need? Is this not a question in every parent's mind when they plan their child's education? So the only difference will be some parents start early, some parents start late. But then there is a common method if you follow. The tension of whether you can make your child reach their goal in education will be sorted out. So, this is what I'm going to guide you all through this video. So, child education planning. How much money do you really need? So, this what I told. Every parent's education dream is the dream of every parent is giving best education for children. So, but parents save not at the actual cost. That is the biggest mistake they always make. So now let me start this with a story so that it will be very easily for you to understand. A father once told me something that stayed with me till now. He said, I started saving for my daughter when she was born. So 15 years later, when she had to get admitted in a college, he checked the savings. He just had 12 lakh rupees. But what was the college fees? It was 38 lakhs. He had done the right thing. That is, he started saving early, but he just made one mistake. He didn't save for the future. That is, for the time when he required the money. He never calculated how much money he would need when exactly the child has to go for his college education. So, this is exactly what we are going to solve today because most parents save for education, but very few calculate the real future cost. So, now if you are a parent, you already know this feeling. You want to give your child the best possible education. That is good school, good college, good opportunities. But here is the problem. Education costs are increasing faster than even the medical inflation. Medical inflation is high, but education inflation is even higher. In India, education cost increases roughly by 8 to 12% every year. That means what costs at rupees 10 lakh today will cost you around rupees 40 lakhs tomorrow. Yet, most parents save this as random SIP amount, traditional insurance plans, or fixed deposit, or sometimes nothing at all. Not because they don't care, but because no one showed them the calculation. So, let's look at the current education numbers. See, today's average cost. Engineering degree in India costs around 12 to 20 lakhs. MBA in India is costing you 25 to 40 lakhs. And if it is abroad, it's again 80 to 1.5 crores. But here is the real shock. If your child is just 5 years old today, college is still 13 years apart. So, assuming 10% of education inflation, 20 lakhs today becomes roughly 70 lakhs. Yes, 20 lakhs becomes rupees 70 lakhs. And most parents are still just planning for 20 to 25 lakhs. This is a very dangerous gap. And the reason this happens is very simple. Parents plan at today's cost, but education will happen in future. So let me show you a simple three-step formula to calculate the education funding. Take a notebook if you want to. Now, first step, identify the current education. Yes, identify the current education cost. Let us just take an example of engineering degree. It costs today around 20 lakhs. Now, if the education inflation, okay, we take it at 10 percentage. Now we have to calculate the future cost. So formula of future cost is present cost into 1 plus inflation to the power of years. That is, if the cost today is 20 lakhs and at 10% inflation for 15 years, the future cost lands up to 83 lakhs. That means if your child is young today, you're not planning for 20 lakhs. You're actually planning for 80 lakhs, which is four times the amount today. Now, you have calculated what you really need. Now, the third step is calculating the monthly investment. So, if the goal for you is 80 lakhs and time period is 15 years, your required SIP would be 15,000 to 18,000 per month. But again, if you are going to delay this and just assuming that you're delaying by next 5 years, your delay will cost 35,000 per month. That is, if you were started a SIP currently or presently, it will cost you 15 to 18,000 per month. But if you delay this investment by another 5 years, it is going to cost you around 35,000 per month. This is the difference is the cost of your delay. So let me tell you about another family. A mother came to me worried about her son's education. She had two insurance policies. She believed those would fund education. When we calculated the maturity values, they would just give rupees 80 lakhs. But the projected college cost was rupees 55 lakhs. She had been saving for years, but she had been saving in a wrong place. After we redesigned her plan, she felt one thing she had not felt before, that is clarity. So, more because financial planning is not about saving more, it's just about saving correctly. But there are three common mistakes that parents make. Mistake one, saving without calculating the future cost. Mistake number two, using low return instruments for long term goals. Mistake three, starting too late. Time is most powerful factor in education planning. The earlier you start, the easier it becomes. So, there is some easiest, simplest approach that I can suggest you. What parents can do today. Start early. Use growth-oriented investments for long-term goals. Review the plan every year. Adjust for the inflation. So now the action steps for you is first is you have to estimate your current education cost. Second is adjust for the future inflation. Third, calculate monthly investments required. Start investing early. Review the plan every 2 to 3 years. Education plan is not about predicting the future. It is about preparing for it. So every parent wants to give their children opportunities, but opportunities require preparation. If you want help calculating the exact amount needed for your child's education, I have a link in the description where you can book a clarity call with me because the best gift that you can give your child is not just education, it is the financial preparation for that education. If you would like help calculating the exact value needed for your child's education, feel free to connect with me. I will be very happy to guide you through the process because the best gift that you can give your child is preparedness for their future. So, this is what I wanted to give clarity about your child's planning your child's education. If you felt this video gave you some insight, feel free to share this video with your friends and others whom you think require this help. So, thank you for watching and thank you for sharing. Bye for now.